They're saying that they hold a monthly weigh-in and benchmark workouts, and they have about 130 members, but only an average of 15 to 20 show up each month. They want to know, how can we get people to actually show up for this? So people, so clients show up for, you have weigh-ins and benchmark workouts. So we'll start with the benchmark workouts. So if you're doing any kind of performance training, whether CrossFit, kettlebell studio, whatever you have where you're doing like benchmark workouts, if you tell people, hey, this Saturday we're doing a benchmark workout, you're giving them the option, right? And so they're like, oh, I'm not ready for it. Oh, that workout's a killer. I don't really want to do that. So just surprise them. So when it comes to a benchmark workout, just make it your workout of the day and make it a surprise. So they walk in, hey, today we're doing a benchmark workout. I would do one or two a month even, and just make it the workout of the day, and everybody's doing that workout, and that solves that one. That's easy. Weigh-ins is another one. If they know that they're getting weighed in once a month, again, if they know that the results aren't going to be that great, they're probably going to skip it out, try to make it up, and maybe go in the next month. So with weigh-ins, you got to make it part of doing business with you. And so you got to make it part of doing business with you. I'll explain that in a second. You also have to incentivize them and give them recognition. So for us with weigh-ins, I've talked about it a lot, talked about it before. We do weekly weigh-ins, and we do them on Mondays. We call them Motivational Mondays. So we use my Fit Client software. That's what they track their weight, their body fat, their pictures in there. We actually teach them how to use it from day one. So when they come in, we set up the account during the initial consultation, show them how to use it, how to weigh in, how to take their body fat with the Omron handheld. It's only $30 on Amazon. They can get one at home. We show them how to upload their pictures. And we recommend that they do it every Monday at home as soon as they wake up, and make it the first thing that they do that day. That way it's more consistent. Our trainers are trained that when people come in the door on Mondays, they're like, hey, welcome to Motivational Mondays. Hey, have you weighed in yet? Did you put your information in the software, in the computer? If they say no, we have 2 kiosks with a scale, an Omron, and like a mini iPad kiosk set up so they can weigh themselves, they can take their body fat, and then upload their picture and put it all into the software. So every Monday, whoever comes in to work out, if they didn't put their information in, didn't weigh in, they're not getting on the floor to work out until they do. It takes 2 to 3 minutes. We have 2 of them so people can, as they come in, we're getting them to weigh in and do all that. And after a while, they start getting conditioned to doing it at home, and less people come in saying, no, I didn't do it yet. They're also getting the reminders through the software that it's their day to weigh in. So when they first wake up, look at their email, they're getting those reminders. So with that, that goes with the part of doing business with you. As far as incentivizing, we have a client of the month. And in order to get client of the month, they win a nice prize bag. It consists of a 1-hour massage, a free cut and color, a $50 gift card to Smoothie King or any local smoothie place. I'm sure you can get all that stuff donated like I did. And in order to become client of the month, they have to weigh in for 4 consecutive weeks in a row, put their body fat in and their pictures. And that's how they are eligible to be client of the month. Somebody earlier today asked me if we let them know ahead of time who the client of the month is, or do we surprise them at the end of the session or whatever. We actually do let them know ahead of time, but we tell them not to tell anybody. And we only let them know maybe 3 to 4 days ahead. And we send them a WooFoo form with some questions that we want to know about them. So it's like, tell us one thing that nobody knows about you that's funny or abnormal or whatever that they want to share. And then we have some other questions about like what they like best, what the results they've gotten, what they would say to, it's almost like a testimonial, but we really want to get to know more about them, and we do a whole newsletter like write up about them. So not only are we incentivizing them to be client of the month, then we also giving them the recognition as well through that email newsletter. So our entire email list gets to see that, put it on social media. So they're getting the recognition, and they're getting incentivized, and they make it part of doing business with us. Also with the recognition, anybody that gets the results or is weighing in and getting closer to their goal, you always want to do a join me in congratulating campaign in your private Facebook group, on your fan page, in your email list, across as many channels as possible. You want to give as many of your members as much recognition as possible. That's going to motivate them to keep going and trying to aspire to be the client of the month. And then at the end of the year, when we have our holiday party, which is coming up next month, we would take all 12 clients of the month, and one of them would end up becoming client of the year. And that person is actually like our ambassador for the whole next year. They actually get the whole next year on us, and they're kind of like the face, and their story is like the story for our brand and our business for all of that next year. So that's like the highest honor they can get, is to be the client of the year. And it gives them something to work towards, and it follows this framework of make it a partner doing business with you, incentivize them, and give them recognition.